I just want to talk about 5 things that you need in your kitchen that will definitely assist with your health and fitness journey. Hello, my name is Jazzy and welcome to Jazzy Fit LBS, where we merge faith and fitness together. LBS stands for mind, body, and spirit, and I'm so glad to have you here on my side of the YouTube world. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I just want to talk about 5 things that you need in your kitchen that will definitely assist with your health and fitness journey. These things took me from 50 pounds overweight to where I am now. I am now a certified personal trainer, and I've been a group fitness instructor for over 10 years now. And these are some of the things that made my health and fitness journey so much easier, just having these things in the kitchen. So if that video sounds like something good to you, consider giving me a thumbs up, a like. It really helps my channel, and consider subscribing if you would like more information. So let's just jump right into the video. Okay. So the first number one thing that I feel like you should have in your kitchen that will aid in assisting your health and fitness journey is hands down a food scale. You have to, must invest in a food scale if you have not yet. I didn't really see the point of having a food scale when I first started my journey. I figure I can just read labels, I would be fine, but a food scale will literally take your fitness, your health and fitness, and your weight loss journey like to a whole new level. Once you start being able to see what things really weigh and how much you're really eating, it is going to be it's going to be mind-blowing for you. So once I started seeing what 5 ounces of chicken really looks like, once I started seeing what the recommended ounces of nuts, so if you're eating nuts and it says 1 ounce is 150 calories, when you see that 150 calories is just about 10 nuts, you're going to blow your mind, especially if you're like, I just popped 70, 80 nuts. You probably ate all your day of calories away in nuts thinking that that was something that's healthy. So I highly recommend that you invest in a food scale. I got mine from Amazon for about $12. And if it lets me put links in the description box, I will definitely link it below. But they're all over. You don't have to get a certain one. They cost no more than about 15, 20 bucks, and it is definitely worth the investment. So I highly recommend that you invest in a food scale. That is my number 2 tip is a food chopper. Oh my gosh. Do you know how much prep time I save? Like, for one, my Sunday when I would meal prep, literally I could be cutting vegetables for like an hour. Cutting up all my onions, all my peppers, all my carrots, all my stuff for my salad. Literally, if I'm making one really good salad, just with cutting things up, that can take me like 30 minutes. And that's just for my personal salad. I'm not like a chef, so I don't chop fast. I'm not an expert. I'm really actually bad at cutting, so it probably takes me longer than the average person. But when I invested in a food chopper, y'all, it changed my life. It literally changed my life. I have the chopper that comes with 2 different blades, and I'll probably do a whole video on each one of these things that I talk about just so you can see how they work, but I'm sure you guys have seen them all over the internet. But my chopper has 2 different size blades, and I absolutely love it. The bottom of my chopper has broken, the little glass, like the plastic container that holds the food, and I still use it. I just put it over any other like bowl or something that I have, and I just chop them vegetables up, and it goes so much faster, and it saves me so much time. So definitely get you a food chopper. Like, get you a good one. It cost me about $12. Once again, Amazon, so easy to get, and it is going to save you so much time in prep. Like, what we want to do with fitness is make things easy, make things simple, make it demure, like they say. We don't want to make things all complicated, and we don't want to make it where we have to do more work. So definitely invest in a food chopper. That is my number 2. All right, so number 3, I feel like everybody probably already has this, but if you do not, you need to get you an air fryer. Air fryers are so easy. They are so easy to pop your chicken in, pop your steak in, pop your salmon in, and you don't have to worry about dirtying up a bunch of dishes, watching the stove, making sure nothing burns, anything like that. If you set it on the right time and you know your air fryer, you're going to be good to go. I barely burn anything in the air fryer, and the only time I do burn something is when I don't have it on the recommended settings, or if I open it and forget and it starts all over. That's pretty much the only time that I have burned anything in my air fryer. But air fryers are so easy, and it makes it where it reduces the amount of oil that you use. So me cooking a potato in the air fryer was definitely different than if I put it on the skillet with how much oil I would have to use to cook those potatoes. So I love it because it reduces fat easily, because I just take the little can spray of 0-calorie olive oil and I just use that, and my food is done, and I don't have to use any extra oil, any extra fat, and I absolutely love it. So that's my number 3. Definitely invest in an air fryer. And number 4, a rice maker. So I am not a rice girly at all. Like, my husband absolutely loves rice, but rice is really good to prep, because when I do add a little bit of rice to my diet, it kind of bulks up that meal, and it really does help. Just be very careful with rice, because the calories add up really quickly. So make sure you're being mindful of that and not just having bowls and bowls of rice. But a rice maker is so much easier. One of the reasons why I hated rice is because every time I put it on my stove, it would boil over into this big mess, leave stains on my cooktop, and I absolutely hated just going through the process of cooking rice. Even though I wanted it with my meal prep, I would opt out of it because it was just too much. And then I got this tiny rice maker given to me, and when I tell you it changed the game, the rice comes out perfect every single time. And it's so easy. I put a cup of rice in the rice maker and a cup of water. I turn it on, and 20 minutes later, my rice is puffy. It's done. Boom, bam, and we're totally out of there, which I absolutely love. So definitely invest in a rice maker, especially if you use rice for meal preps. It will save you time, save you energy, save you cleanup time, and it makes it so much easier. All right. And my final answer that I have for something in the kitchen is make for sure you have some type of blender. I have the Magic Bullet blender, and I suggest like one of the little mini ones, like the Magic Bullet or the Ninja, because they're small, they're easy, there's not as much cleanup as you would have to do with the other one, and they double as cups. Like, you can't really walk around with that big blender and be drinking out of it like a cup. You could if you wanted to, but it would be kind of heavy and it'd probably be a little annoying. I have my blender. I mix all my shakes, all my protein, everything that I need. It's super easy. I throw it on my counter, I mix it, I take that, I use that as a cup so I don't have to dirty up another cup, and it makes life so much easier. So these things that I talked to you about made my health and fitness journey easy. It made it kind of seamless with my transition, and these are all things that aided in helping me make things where they're not as complicated and where I would actually do them. And the last thing that I would say, I'm gonna give this as a bonus, is invest in some organizing, either the glass containers or the plastic containers. What I do is I meal prep my food. I have it already in those plastic containers. Glass containers I use for my leftovers so I can easily see where things are, and my kitchen and refrigerator are kept organized. Whenever my refrigerator's organized, it feels so much better to me, and it feels like it's just so much easier for me to grab things that I need and not have to kind of be in a frenzy, and it takes a lot less time. So I hope these tips and tricks helped you. Comment below, what are some of the things in your kitchen that you're like, I cannot do without, I have to have this, it helps with my fitness journey. I would love to hear them, and let me know if you have any of these items in your home, or if there's any of these items that you're thinking of investing on. It is definitely worth it. All right, thank you so much for tuning in to Jazzy Fit LBS, and I hope to see you again. Peace.